Hi, I'm Tom. We're talking food and wine pairing, and this is fish and chips, the mighty fish and chips. I grew up near Brighton on the south coast in England, so fish and chips is a very important part of the sort of food world for me. If it doesn't go with fish and chips, you're going to struggle with me. So, fish and chips, the idea here is you've got the delicious, lovely, quite meaty, fresh fish. You've then got this really crunchy batter around it, packed full of oil. The chips themselves have got loads of salt on it. Salt in a dish needs acidity. The pairing of salt and acidity is just perfect. And luckily enough, the crunch and all of that oiliness in the batter and the fried element to the dish needs acidity to cut through it as well. So wines with acidity pair nicely with the salt in the dish and the oily crunch. When you're thinking about acidity, you're thinking about really cool climate, white wines. So things that are, are packed full of lemon citrus flavour. Think you might squeeze a bit of lemon citrus on your fish and chips. That might be a nice thing. So any wine that tastes like that, a Certico, something like that from Greece would be ideal. Something really cool climate like a Chablis might be very nice as well. And that acidity, as it cuts through, begins to allow the saltiness in the dish to be a little bit more prevalent as well. So I think you could play on the saltiness a little bit. If you were in doubt about where you were going to pick your wines from in the world, pick something that comes from a seaside town or that has got a coastline near it. Think Albarino from Rías Baixas in northwest Spain, or think Muscadet in the Loire Valley, right on the very coast. And those wines, for one reason or another, tend to pick up the littlest bit of salinity themselves. And the fishermen there and the people that have been bringing the fish into the ports for so long, of course, they're going to begin to try and make their wines taste nice with the food that's coming in as well. So there's been a long history of people making wines that taste great with fish and chips in those regions. So go for there. The absolute winner though, for me, and it's brilliant because of its pairing of opulence with the everyday, is champagne and fish and chips. Pairing something that is deemed to be so opulent as champagne with something so sort of everyday seaside as fish and chips is a lot of fun, and the pairing stands beautifully. Acidity is packed into the champagne, and the aging in the cellar, the sort of yeasty, brioche, toasty characters that come from that, pair really nicely with the crunchy, battery character as well, so it's working on all levels. Even better than champagne is English sparkling wine. It's a cooler climate, they're more lemony, they're more zesty and citrusy, so take the extremes and go for it. I think the best pairing you could possibly find with fish and chips is anything that's all that lemony, acidic, fresh character. I hope you enjoy it. Get down the beach with something nice and white and easy. Have a good time.